Welcome to season 2 of Saturday Singles. I am so happy that we are back on the air and that we're doing this thing called life and we are continuing in our journey. Today, I want to talk about something that's really near and dear to my heart. I've noticed that throughout the last few weeks, there has been an increase of topics around suicide and around our young people committing suicide, and a lot of our leaders and a lot of people who are under stress that have undergone a lot in their life where they feel hopeless and they feel like there's just no way out. And so I kind of want to address a little bit, not so much the suicide topic, but a lot of things that lead to suicide and a lot of things that I feel like we get plagued in our minds and in our circumstances with, and that's isolation. So can we talk a little bit today about isolation and how it seems like the enemy always wants to keep us isolated? He always wants to get us by ourselves, away from our friends, away from our family. Have you ever noticed that when you're going through, it seems like things come to your mind and make you feel like everything and everyone is against you? That is a trick of the enemy. Let me tell you, we were never designed or made to be alone. We were never designed to do this life alone. We are beings that we want friendships, we want relationships, we want interaction, but it seems like right when we are at our lowest of points, the enemy always wants to get us and pull us to a place where we just want to be isolated, or we want to just be by ourselves, or we want to get to a point where we say, I can do this by myself. I'm good. I'm on my own. I'm going to do it by myself. It's just me, myself, and I. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the lie. God never intended for us to be by ourselves. In Genesis 2:18, he said it's not good for man to be alone. So he created Eve for Adam. The thing is, it's not just about having romantic relationships. It's also about our platonic relationships. It's about our family relationships. It's about having those confidants in our corner that just say, I'm here for you. I got your back. I'm here if you need me. If you don't need me, that's okay. But just know that I am here for you. I'm here to be your listening ear. I'm here to be your shoulder to cry on. I'm here just so that if you just need someone to just lean on and listen, I'll be there for you. Do you have someone like that in your corner? Do you have someone like that that you can lean on and depend on, who's going to be there for you? Don't allow the enemy to trick you and to believe that you can do this by yourself. Don't believe the hype of, it's just me against the world. And as long as I got myself, I don't need anything or anyone else. That is so far from the truth. And I'm just wondering that for those who felt like there was no hope, and for those who ended up getting to that point where they took their lives, did they have a support system? Did they have someone in their corner that they could turn to? Did they feel like they were doing it by themselves? Did they feel like they just couldn't do life anymore because there was no life for them and that there was no support system for them? All I'm saying is sometimes reach out to those you love. We assume a lot of times that people know I love you. People know I'm here for you. People know, I got your back. But do we really? Do we ever just talk to our loved ones and just tell them, I am here for you no matter what? I love you unconditionally no matter what. You may know it, but I want to make sure that you know it, that if you ever need me, whatever time of day or night it is, I am here. Just like our Heavenly Father is here for us every single day, and all we have to do is reach up and just talk to Him. All we have to do is just whisper a prayer. All we have to do is just say, God, I need you. I need your help. I can't make it without you. I think that we as humans need to reiterate that to those who are in our inner circle. We need to reiterate the fact that, hey, I'm here for you. I have your back. I'm there. You can trust me. And then just do that. Be there for them and make it so that they can trust you, and don't betray that trust. We have to find a way that we can offer companionship without judgment. Sometimes I feel like the reason why people go and isolate themselves is because they don't want to be judged. They may feel like, oh, well, I have family or I have friends, but I can't be my real self around them. I can't be who I really am, and I can't tell them what I'm really going through without being judged or without being ridiculed or without being made to feel like we failed at something. I think that we should try to help pull people out of isolation, even if it's just a smile. How many times have you walked down the hallway of a building and instead of smiling at the person you're passing, we're both busy looking down at the floor, or we're on our technical devices, or we're on our phones, or we're so engaged with our own inner thoughts that we didn't even notice them passing. How many times has it been that if you just maybe would have looked up and said, "Hi, how are you?" given a smile, it could have possibly changed that whole person's day. You never know what someone's going through. You never know what they're thinking. You never know what kind of bad news they may have just gotten, or what type of situation that they're dealing with in their household, in their family lives, in their personal lives, on their jobs. And something just as simple as a hello, how are you? How's your day going? Can pull that person right out of the depression that they may be in, right out of the place where they feel like nobody cares about me, nobody even sees me. Let the next person that you come across know, I see you. You matter. You do make a difference. Help to pull these people out of their isolation, even if it's only in their minds. Perception is reality. Perception to a person is reality. And in their reality, they are isolated, they're alone, and they have no one else. Whether it's they've chosen to be like that, or whether they've been put into that position and into that predicament to where they are now isolated. How much harm could it do just to be nice? A simple hello, a simple smile, a simple nod of the head. I feel like for those who have made the choice to take their lives, I just wonder a lot. Where were they in their minds, and why were they so isolated? Why did they feel like there was no hope? Where was the support system that they either pushed away or they never had? It only takes 1 second to change something. And I know that our Heavenly Father, He sees us and He knows everything that we go through. And I know that sometimes this life and this journey gets very difficult. But if there is something that I can do, if there's something that you can do to impact someone else and to make a difference in their lives, don't you think we should at least try? Don't you think we should at least try to pull them out of the isolation, or at least acknowledge that they're feeling isolated if they come to you as a friend, as a companion? Just check up on people sometimes. If you haven't heard from a family member, a relative, a friend in a while, then pick up the phone. It's not always about texting. It's not always about social media. Actually communicate. We've lost that. We've lost that compassion and that warmth and that feeling of actual interaction with individuals. We've let our technology devices take over where we were meant to interact and have that companionship and have that love for one another and actually communicate and interact. So all I'm saying is just take a minute of your day, smile, even if it's at a stranger, someone you may not even know. Just think your smile may have changed that person's day and may have changed a decision that they were about to make that could have been detrimental. Never make a permanent decision off of a temporary situation. Their situation could be changed just like that in a matter of seconds, just because you were willing to say hello, you were willing to smile, you were willing to say, I'm not going to allow you to feel isolated, whether it's intentional or unintentional that you've done it. Just know that you could possibly change someone's life. So if you find yourself in a place of isolation, and if you find yourself being plagued with thoughts of nobody cares about me, no one sees me, I don't matter, call a friend, call a family member. Don't believe the lies that the enemy is telling you. Don't believe all of the things that's plaguing you at the time just because of a situation that you're going through right now. Just know that that is a temporary situation and that brighter days are ahead and that joy does come in the morning. Your morning may be 2-3 days from now. Your morning may be an hour from now. Your morning may be a month from now. But just know that all things have a morning and a breaking season. So on this edition of Saturday Singles, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the isolation that we sometimes feel. It's natural, it's normal, but we don't have to stay there. And just don't believe that the enemy's lies that you are isolated and that you don't matter, because you do. You matter to a lot of people around you. You matter to someone that you may not even know. You have an assignment, you have a destiny, and I want you to continue your journey. So remember, love is a decision. We do have to choose to love. But because God so unconditionally loved me, it allows me to love myself, which gives me the ability to love you. See you next time right here on Saturday Singles.